Indonesia might be one of the most misunderstood countries when it comes to the LGBTIQ plus culture. Because beneath the postcard beaches, ancient temples, and tropical paradise, there is an entire hidden world: underground villa parties, fierce drag culture, secret WhatsApp networks, hidden gay spas, and discreet beaches. But more than that, there are ancient, centuries-old traditions connected to gender fluidity that existed long before modern LGBTIQ identity. Once you pull back the curtain, you realize Indonesia's queer culture is far more complex than most people imagine, and it stretches far beyond the tourist bubble of Bali. Indonesia's hidden queer underground. During the day, Bali feels like any other global hotspot: surf cafes, digital nomads, and yoga studios. But once the sun goes down, the island quietly transforms. One person sends a WhatsApp message, somebody drops a live location pin, an Instagram story disappears, and suddenly a massive queer party starts behind the closed gates of a private villa in Canggu or Uluwatu. That is how much of Indonesia's underground queer culture works. And honestly, this is scratching just the surface. Before we get into that, if you enjoy my videos about queer life, cultures, and people, subscribe to the channel. Bali is undoubtedly the easiest entry point for queer travelers in Indonesia, specifically centered around the upscale enclave of Seminyak. If you walk down Jalan Kampung Tandung in Seminyak, you'll find the beating heart of visible gay nightlife. Places like Bali Joe and Mixwell are legendary. They feature high-energy, back-to-back drag shows, flawless lip syncs, and go-go dancers. Right nearby, Stonewall Bali offers a slightly more lounge-like modern vibe. What's unique here is the integration. These bars aren't segregated. They blend seamlessly into Bali's broader international party scene, drawing straight tourists, expats, and queer locals alike. But nightlife is only the loudest layer. A massive part of the Indonesian queer ecosystem revolves around male wellness spas. In Bali, venues like MAN Resort Hotel or Coco Grande Spa cater to a global clientele looking for luxury relaxation. However, in the capital city of Jakarta, the spa scene functions heavily as a vital social underground. Because public gay bars face intense scrutiny there, discreet male spas act as the primary safe spaces for local queer men to socialize, network, and relax away from the public eye. When it comes to the beach, Indonesia doesn't have officially designated gay beaches like Mykonos or Ibiza. But over the decades, specific beaches have become community hubs. In Bali, the beach area directly in front of the Anantara Resort in Seminyak, often referred to by locals as Mesari Beach or Double Six Beach, is the historical hotspot. Every afternoon around 5 p.m., queer travelers and locals gather here on colorful beanbags to watch the sunset, listen to acoustic music, and network before the night begins. The energy of Bali drag show is electric, jaw-dropping, choreography, comedy, and crowds singing along at midnight. But beneath the modern, pop-infused drag scene lies a foundational piece of Indonesian history: the Waria community. Waria is a distinct ancient Indonesian identity blending the words Wanita, which means woman, and Pria, which means man. Long before Western terms like transgender reached the islands, Waria individuals were an accepted part of Indonesian society. For decades, they have been the backbone of countries, beauty salons, traditional theater, wedding planning, and nightlife entertainment. When you watch a drag show in Seminyak today, you aren't just watching a modern trend. You are witnessing a nightlife infrastructure built on the resilience of the Waria, who carved out spaces of joy and creative expression against all odds. In the hyper-conservative, sprawling capital of Jakarta, visibility can be dangerous, so the community relies on absolute discretion. Public gay bars are virtually non-existent due to political pressures. Instead, the scene thrives through pop-up club nights. Collectives host secret queer-friendly electronic music parties and rotating upscale venues across South Jakarta. You only find out about them if you are vetted and added to private Telegram or Signal channels. Moving on to Yogyakarta, the art and activism city. In Yogyakarta, the cultural and academic soul of Java, the scene takes on an intellectual and artistic flavor. Jogja, as locals call the city, is home to underground queer art collectives and independent zines. It's also historically famous for hosting Pondok Pesantren Al-Fatah, the world's very first Islamic boarding school specifically for transgender women. It stands as a profound symbol of how queer Indonesians fiercely fight to reconcile their faith with their identity completely out of the mainstream spotlight. Bandung and Surabaya. In cities like Bandung and Surabaya, the underground scene is almost entirely digital and domestic. Because physical venues face frequent raids, community life happens in private apartments, hidden cafes, and through private Tinder or Grindr networks. Here, friendship groups double as crucial mutual aid networks, providing mental health support and safe social gatherings disguised as ordinary birthday parties or casual dinners. This strict modern conservatism creates a wild paradox, because Indonesia's traditional history is deeply rooted in gender fluidity. Long before modern political tensions, multiple Indonesian cultures actively celebrated non-binary systems. The 5 genders of the Bugis. Take the Bugis people of South Sulawesi. For centuries, their society has recognized 5 distinct genders: Oroana, the cisgender man; Makunurai, cisgender women; Chalalai, transmasculine roles; Chalabai, transfeminine roles; and the Bissu. The Bissu are considered sacred, gender-transcendent shamans who embody both male and female elements. They are trusted to bestow blessings at royal weddings and agriculture festivals, acting as a direct bridge to the divine. The Varok and Gemblak of East Java. The traditional folk art of Reok Ponorogo historically featured the Varok, powerful revered male warrior figures who took younger male companions called Gemblak as romantic and spiritual partners to maintain their supernatural energies. Lengger Lanang. Similarly, in Central Java, the Lengger Lanang dance tradition features male dancers who train for years to embody the ultimate expression of traditional femininity. This was never viewed as taboo, it was celebrated as a high spiritual art form. Understanding this changes the entire narrative. The modern persecution of LGBTIQ+ individuals in Indonesia isn't a preservation of ancient Indonesian culture. It's largely a clash with modern political movements. Gender diversity is woven directly into the historic fabric of the archipelago. Despite this rich history and dazzling nightlife of Bali, the daily reality for the average LGBTIQ+ Indonesian is incredibly challenging. The vast majority of the community lives a strict double life. A young man might dance freely at an underground villa party in Bali or a secret lounge in Jakarta over the weekend, but on Monday, he must return to a deeply conservative family, religious obligations, and a society where coming out can mean losing your job, your housing, or your family ties. What makes exploring Indonesia's hidden queer world so profound isn't just the thrill of the underground parties or the beauty of the hidden beaches, it's the sheer adaptability of the human spirit. It is a culture that refuses to be erased. Instead, it creates spaces of profound joy, art, and deep connection completely out of sight. From the sacred Bissu priests of Sulawesi to the neon-lit drag stages of Seminyak and the encrypted chat groups of Jakarta, Indonesia's queer world is a beautifully complex parallel universe thriving right before our eyes. Would you ever venture off the tourist path to explore this hidden side of Indonesia? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more videos like this. And see you in the next video. Bye!